Hey everybody, I'm up a little late tonight. I was thinking about the story time. Hey Alyssa, are you gonna ask me some questions about Mr. Buenaventura? What's his name? Uh, Fernando or something like that? Buenaventura? Is it about Mr. Buenaventura? Buenaventure or Bonaventure? Or how he unfriended you? Let me see. And your heart is very heavy. Find you someone else, okay? Because I have I thought about you the other day, and it's funny that you popped on. You're the first person to pop on, and I already knew you were going to ask me about Mr. Uh Buenaventura. Okay, I think his first name is Fernando or something like that. I know his last name is Buenaventura, right? Yeah, I thought about you about 2 days ago, and here's what I have to say about that guy. I was gonna do a story time about my YETI sighting, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the psychic reading, and then I'm gonna start my story time, and then I'll get into some more psychic readings. But yeah, so much energy into this guy because all you're doing is feeding his ego. That's all you're doing is feeding his ego, and as long as you're doing that, he's not going to respect you. Okay, men, they do not respect women who kiss their ass. They don't like that. Okay, you cannot be an ass kisser to a man. But you had a positive reading for us, right? Like I said, I was thinking about you 2 days ago, and it's funny that you were the first person to pop on to my live. That's you know, and now the Holy Spirit within me is telling me to tell you to find you another boyfriend, find you someone else. The reason why I'm saying that is because you're putting too much energy into one person. You should be putting, if you're going to put your energy into one person, it needs to be yourself. Okay? You don't need to put your energy into another human being that is flawed, and especially someone who doesn't give a fuck about you. I'm not saying he doesn't care anything about you, but men do not think like women do. Okay, so he's not gonna care about you the way you want him to care about you. The only way men care about women is when you don't care back. Okay, that I know that sounds weird or harsh or whatever, but that's just how they are. They don't care unless you don't care. I mean, the only reason why he doesn't care is because you care too much. Is because you care, and the more that you keep expounding all this energy into one human being, it makes you look desperate, and men do not like that. It is unattractive. And I thought about you for a reason 2 days ago. I thought about you. I didn't think about other people. I thought about you, okay? And you, out of all the people that I talk to, Why would I be just randomly thinking about you? Okay. And then you're the first person to pop up on my live. And I already knew who you were going to ask me about before you even started typing. Okay. So right there. And I thought about a lot of things. And whenever a woman asks me questions over and over, and then they rephrase the questions, and then they come on here and they come on under they come on under other screen names and ask me the same questions. I'm not stupid. I know when someone comes on under a different screen name and they're still asking me the same questions. It's what you're doing is you're you're sending out a desperate energy to the universe. You're sending out a, a, an energy of desperation, and it's highly unattractive. And it does not. You're trying to attract this man, but you're not doing that. You're repelling him because you're expounding too much energy into one person. I know it hurts. I know it hurts. I've been in love many times. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I have learned is that you cannot pour all your emotions into a love like that are your children. Those are the only people on God's green earth that it deserve the type of love you are giving to some man who is probably cheating on you or running. While you running after him, he's running after some other woman who probably don't even want him. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to not want this dude. Let me read what you're saying. It's very hard for me. Of course, it's hard. That's why it's called falling in love. It's the phrase doesn't go. It's not landing gently in love. It's not frolicking in love. It's not um lightly being cushioned into love. It is falling in love. Okay. It is you take a leap and you fall into it. You know what I'm saying? And that's not being in love is not a bad thing. It is most beautiful thing in the world, okay? But falling in love can catch you off guard. A man, what I truly believe, you want to go with phrases and stuff like that and cliche type words and phrases, the best cliche to this is a man has to sweep you off your feet, okay? You cannot chase a man, okay? It just doesn't work like that. A cat does not chase a dog, okay? Official either. If you want to love something, get you a pet, okay? They'll appreciate it, and they'll show you that love back. You know, get you a dog, a puppy, a cat, or kitten, even a fish. Even a fish will be happy to see you when you walk through the door. The fish, I mean, they're smart. Don't think just because it swims in the water, you know, doesn't think it doesn't have a brain. It does have a brain, okay? And it does know that you feed it. It knows that. It knows that you're gonna be feeding it and it's gonna look forward to seeing you. Put your love into if you want to love something that bad, find you a pet to take up your time. Okay? And you need to start dating someone else. And he'll come back around. Okay. I'm not saying that he won't come back, but you're pushing him away by thinking too much about him. You've been asking me about this same dude for like the last since June, you know, or May. Don't do that. Don't do that. You've been asking me about this same guy, even up under different screen names and stuff. And you're too smart for that. You smarter than that, Miss Alyssa. You really are. Okay. I would like to see you put more time and attention in yourself. Okay, let me read what you got going here. Because we are 4 years already. That's too long. If he hasn't, yes, love hurts, but it's natural. Yeah, it's natural to hurt. That's funny, Joshua Owens. Any animal got to be intelligent, being able to breathe underwater. You damn right. You know That's a good. You know, observation. Okay. Anyway, let's see what else we got. I am about to date a guy last first time for 4 years. Trying now. Yeah, go ahead and date someone else because that's the only way I feel like Mr. Buenaventura. I think that's his name. It's not Bonaventure, it's Buenaventura. Yeah, when Mr. Buenaventura sees you are desired by other males, by other men, then he will show you the type of love and respect that you deserve. Okay? He will show you the type of love and respect that you deserve. Okay? And that's only then and only then. Okay? And not a second before that. You're going to have to show that you love yourself. He's using you. Okay? I wanted to, like, if I sugarcoat it, because you seem like a nice person and you seem all, I don't know, you seem emotional right now. And it's okay to be emotional, but you seem like fragile. And I wanted to like cushion it a little bit, but no, that's not gonna help you. If I just tell you just tell it to you, in point blank terms, then you'll get it a little better. You know what I'm saying? Uh, he don't want you right now. Okay, he don't want you like that right now. Let me say that he's bored. Okay, I have to tell it to you like this. I could find other words to say to make it sound more easier on your ears, but that's not gonna help you because you're gonna keep on asking me about this same man over and over. He's gonna keep hurting you. He's gonna keep hurting you because I'll be telling it to you in a too soft of a way. So I'm gonna have to tell it to you in a, like, I guess, a tough love type of way. You know, I have to tell it to you like that. I have to tell it to you kind of firm. I gotta be firm with you on this one. You got to move past him. And if y'all been together 4 years, and I know y'all both go to the same church, I believe. Um, and he still hasn't proposed to you, baby. He's not going to. Okay, he's not. I'm gonna tell you something about men. When my husband asked me to marry him, okay, back up. When men are different than women. Okay, they just are. Okay, and we're different physically and mentally and emotionally in the heart. Okay. Um, yeah, y'all both Catholic. We're still students. Oh Lord, aren't y'all medical students or something like that? Let me tell you something. When my husband asked me to back up. When my husband first met me, okay, he was when he first met me and shook my hand, okay, he looked over to his friend standing next to him and said, "I'm going to marry her." Okay, that's how men think. Okay, they know what they want just like that. Okay, they don't have to sit up and think about it or be convinced. They already know. You know what I'm saying? So he has to be scared to lose you. He's not scared of losing you. Okay, the only way you're gonna get this man to wake up about you And I really don't like giving women advice on how to chase a man. I really don't. But since you're heartbroken and you're hurt and all this, and you think he's the guy for you, I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. In order for him to wake up, you're going to have to date someone else. And then he'll see that other men like you, because he don't feel like, he almost feels like he's underestimating you. And you got to show him, hey, look, I don't need you. Men want what they can't have, okay? That's just how they are. So you got to show him, look, I don't need you. I don't need you. But don't say that. But you got to show him. Words mean nothing. You have to do actions. You have to show him, look, I don't need you. I am right here. He's taking me out on dates. He's nice to me and he's handsome and he treats me like a princess, like a queen. You know, I don't need, he's going to see you don't need, he's going to say, wait a minute, me and this girl been together 4 years and here, I'm going to lose her. I got to do something quick because this dude right here, he's doing the most with my girl and that's my girl. I gotta do better. I gotta do more than he's doing to get her back. That's the game you have to play with men. And I hate that it's a game, but it is what it is. I don't even like using that term. It is what it is. But in your case, that's the only phrase that I can come up with that matches your situation. Let me see what you got. Yeah, he's a medical intern, and I am about to take the licensure dental board exam. Okay, he is a medical blah blah blah. Yeah, LOL, haha. Okay, we're still students. Okay, okay. Alyssa, do better. Okay, with your decision making, and go find you someone else to date. Okay, I didn't say go out on some dates with some more people. Okay, and then the funny thing about it is you'll feel better about yourself. Okay, you'll feel better about yourself instead of chasing one guy around. You're welcome, Alyssa. God bless you. Okay, God bless you. God bless you. I know you've been going through a lot of ups and downs with this one man for the past few months, and these last few days. I know you have, because I've been thinking about you, and then you told me he blocked you. He, he's doing too much. He really, yeah, and you're allowing him to. Stop it. Stop. Stop. Okay. Date you someone else this week. This week. This weekend, you better be out on a date. Okay. I'm just giving you the real. Okay. God bless you. God bless you too, sweetheart. God bless you. All right. If anybody else has a question, go ahead and type it in the box below. I'm not gonna be on here long because I gotta be up early tomorrow. But I decided to come on. I was inspired to come on, and I guess let me see what you got. My heart is heavy. Yeah, I know it is, but I'm telling you, the best way to get over someone is to spend time with someone else that treats you nice. Okay, I'm telling you from experience. I'm 45 years old. Okay, and the reason why I think I look so young is because I don't I don't I don't do bullshit. I don't I have a very I have no tolerance for it. I can't, okay? And I know I have wisdom, and I have a gift from God. And I've learned to listen to God when he speaks to me. So I mean I've had ups and downs in my life, but I have an amazing story to tell about my life, and I've had a lot of good luck in my life. I've had a lot of prosperity. I've had a lot of intuition that has come true, and that's why I'm doing this stuff on YouTube now. Can you have a general reading from the great Capricorn? January 15th, 1995. It's a youngster in the house. We got another youngster, Joshua Owens, Capricorn, January 15th. Oh, thank you, Joshua. That's sweet. Thank you. Yeah. Let me let me think on it. Let me think on what I can tell you about yourself. And then I'm gonna do my story time about the time I saw a Yeti. If you do not know what a Yeti is, you got a phone, a computer, you're here on YouTube. So obviously you have access to the internet. Google it, okay? But I just tell you what it is. It's a Eskimo term, like a Indian term for um an abominable snowman, a snowman, a Yeti, Bigfoot or whatever. I saw one, and I see why they're so hard to catch or track down or whatever they trying to say. But I see why, because you'll see why in my story that I tell you. And this is a true story. True story. Okay. Let me tell my Yeti story first. Okay. Let me just go on and get it out the way. And then I'll do your reading. Okay. Mr. Joshua Owens. Okay. And it's not a long story. Okay. So let me get off into that. Okay, I'm from Texas, okay, and I live in Texas now. But at one time we lived on the East Coast, okay. So at one time, uh, I was 4 years old, okay, and we were living in Washington D.C. at the time, and in Maryland and that area up there, and so it was always cold and snowing and stuff, and a fur with a hole in it, and you put your hands in it, you know, and it was a hand muff, and you wear them, and they attach like a string around your neck to your coat or whatever, and you stick your hands in them, and it's my mama used to have me dressed real cute as a kid, so that's what I remember. I remember that, and I had this like big, big, huge afro, huge. It was huge. Oh, anyway, so and I have pictures of. One day I might post my picture when I was a little girl. But anyway, we were taking the subway, and we were at a transit station, um, where there was a bathroom, a restroom. Um, and it was the bathrooms or the restrooms were on the sidewalk, okay, and then you would walk down the steps down to the subway station, but it was like a bathroom or whatever, public bathroom to the subways or whatever. And after walking up the steps and coming off the subway and walking up the steps and getting on the sidewalk, in the street and stuff, and this public right there. And we go inside. Okay. Okay. We go inside the restroom. And my mother helps me, fixes my clothes back on me, and she tells me to wash my hands, you know. So I remember taking my my muff, I took that muff because I remember that little muff thing that I would wear with my little white rabbit coat that I would wear. And she was holding my muff that I stuck my hands in, and Lord have mercy. And I was washing my hands, and then I stepped over to the, you push the button to dry your hands on the, the hand blow dryer, okay? And all of a sudden, the door comes open. The door opens up to the bathroom, and it was like the wind blew open, okay? And I gave this story on a national radio syndicated talk show, okay? Um, Back when I was 23, so I'm 45 now. So this story has been documented that I'm telling you. Okay, so the door came open, and it was like the wind had blown it open. And people were saying, "Oh my God, the wind blew it open." So this was a women's bathroom, and they were saying, people were coming in and out of the stalls, washing their hands, whatever. And someone said, "Oh my God, close that bathroom door. How did the wind blow that door open?" And they were like, "It's cold outside. It was snow on the ground." And people were saying, "Oh, close that bathroom door." Some of the women coming out the bathroom, "It's cold. It's making it freezing in here." And it was people. Some woman walked up to the door and tried to push it closed, and she couldn't. She said, "Oh my God, this door is heavy, and the wind is keeping it open." And I swear to, where's my Bible at? So I'm not lying. My hand, my right hand to the man up above. I am not lying. This is true story. I saw this thing. It was had and it looked just like any other picture you might see of a Yeti. Okay. And it was standing there holding the door open. And he was holding the door, and he was every bit of 10 feet tall. He was leaned over. He was huge. He was like a giant. And he was leaned over. And it was a woman that was coming to the bathroom from the outside. He moved out the way so she could walk to get into the bathroom. And he was the one holding the door open. At first, I did not see it. It was just like the wind had blown the door open. But after that woman tried to push that door closed and she couldn't do it, that's when I saw this. I can't call it nothing. I don't want to say a thing. It's this Yeti thing holding the door open. And he was looking for somebody. Okay? He was looking for somebody in that bathroom. He was looking around. He was his eyes were like combing over the whole place, just like looking, he was looking for somebody in there. And I just stood there. And I remember my mother, and I just stared at him. I was like, I stared at this thing. And my mother was like, come over here and finish drying your hands. But I couldn't stop staring at this thing in the door. And it wasn't paying attention to me at first because it was looking for whoever it was looking for. But then that thing saw me looking at him. He looked at me and we caught eye contact. We stared at each other. And he looked at me and the look in his eyes was like, she can see me. And at that moment, he let go of the door and the door slammed shut. And it slammed shut so loud and so hard, everybody in the bathroom, I never forget this. Everybody in the bathroom went, woo, like that. So when my mother finished washing her hands and drying her hands off, I was scared to go outside the bathroom. And I kept telling my mother, it's a monster out there. It's a thing out there. I don't want to go out there. She was pulling my, like, what? She was like, what? And the thing I love about my mother, she always believed me when I told her something. Okay, she wasn't one of those people to be like, you lying, or you're crazy, or you're making that up, or you're seeing things. I don't have that kind of mom. Okay, whatever I told her, she was like, tell me more. She was like, what? Okay, so, and she started pulling on me to come outside, and I was hysterical. I was like, I don't want to go out there. No, no, And she was like, she looked at me, and she was like, what? And then she still kind of did, she's was an adult, she was a grown up, so she was like, huh? So she was like, well, she humored me a little bit, opened the door, and said, it's nothing out here, baby. Come on. So I peeked around the door, and we walked, and I walked out with my mom and walked out on the street, on the sidewalk or whatever, and it was just as normal. And I was like, wow. And I was looking around to see if anybody else had seen it or anything, because I was looking for some kind of mass hysteria somewhere. I never saw anything like that, and everybody was just going about their day. So that is my story of the Yeti. Okay. I hope you enjoyed it. Now I'm getting ready to answer the next question. Powerful forces from the universe. Yeah, that's exactly. That's the same thing the lady on the talk show said. Her name was Beverly. She used to be she had her own show on BET. She had like one of the longest running shows on BET. Her name was Beverly. I can't think of her last name, and I feel kind of bad that I can't think of her last name, but she had a syndicated radio talk show after coming out of retirement from BET, because she say the wrong last name and discredit this nice lady, because she was real nice and real intelligent. And so you felt the energy. Yeah, to this day, I still remember that like it happened yesterday, So I'll be a story time. I always try to have something good to talk about before I get into the psychic readings, while I wait on people to, come into the chat room. But y'all popped right on today. So let's see. Joshua Owens. Okay, let's see. Capricorn, born 1995. So you're 24 years old. You're real smart. And you want to know why? Huh? You've had some good luck lately. You've been lucky in love. Also, you got a few girlfriends. I feel that you big pimp. Big old pimp you. Um, and you just want to know how everything's gonna play out for you. Um, I think you thinking should you settle down or should you, keep just dating these women or whatever. Um, gotta be humble. Okay, yes, Capricorns can be humble. I like that about Capricorns. They can be humble. Even when they don't even have to be, but they try to be humble. Um, just don't, just you can keep doing. Don't be a devil. Don't turn into. Don't let the devil persuade you to do anything crazy. Okay, because it's not going to turn out good for you. Okay, don't don't think. Don't get cocky with your good luck. Okay, don't take advantage of anyone's let's see, their innocence. Don't take advantage of anyone's innocence. Okay. Hey, Goddess So One, how are you doing? I'll talk to you in just a second. I want to know if you went to New York yet. I'll talk to you in just a second, Goddess So One. Um, don't take advantage of anyone's innocence, Joshua. Be respectful, because everyone moves at different speeds. Okay, and if you do take advantage of someone's innocence, it might not turn out good for you. Okay. Okay. I'm glad I could answer your question. You have fun. You don't exactly have to settle down with one woman